All right, so let's talk about one of my favorite charging categories, and that's going to be 3-in-1s. You guys know I love a good 3-in-1 that's able to charge the big three devices: iPhone, Apple Watch, and your AirPods. But not only are we talking about that, we're talking about that all new Qi 2.2 standard that's just starting to roll out in products. And I want to give a huge shout out to ESR for sponsoring this video so I can showcase off their all new updated Qi 2.2 3-in-1. Now, you guys have seen this design before. If you've seen it on my channel, it is a tried and true product. So when they approached me to ask to review this bad boy, I said, you know what? Let's do it because I trust this product. I've bought this multiple times, and a lot of you guys have purchased this as well. And you've been asking me already in the comment section about this, so I felt like it was right. So let's go ahead and talk about the charger itself. Now, when you look at this, the big three: phone, watch charger, AirPods. Let's go ahead and start off with the actual iPhone charging puck. Now, when you look at this puck, you see it has a little bit of thickness to it. It looks a little bigger than your average 3-in-1 charging puck. And that's because ESR is hitting you again with their Cryoboost technology. I know you'd be like, T, what in the world is Cryoboost technology? So when you plug this bad boy up, and I'll show you it live working once we get the products in here, when it starts charging, you're going to get a nice little blue illuminating light going around it, letting you know that that Cryoboost is active and it is cooling off that phone. Now, when it comes to Qi 2.2 speeds, with that 25 watts, guess what? It's going to bring heat. That's natural. But when it comes to the Cryoboost, it's going to keep things cool. It's not going to let your phone get super hot when we're talking about charging and letting it get uncomfortable or doing anything like that. Cryoboost is going to kick in and do its job. Once again, we will test that out and I'll show you it live. So that's going to be basically the iPhone portion of this actual charger, as you can see here. Next, AirPods. All right, we got to have a place where we can put those trusty AirPods. And side note, if you don't have AirPod Pro 3s, look, man, them things are legit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I thought it was just gonna be a minor update. I love them. I love my AirPod Pro 3s. But right here, as you can see right here, there's going to be a little pad that's going to allow you to place your AirPods on top of this. Now, this pad does have a rubbery feel. So if you're not using the case, you don't got to worry about your AirPods damaging or anything like that. And it's going to begin charging. Now, right here also, if you guys can see it, let me see if I can try to get it in frame. But this is going to be a little button. Now, if you're out there and you just require maximum silence when it comes to your chargers, you can pop that button. It will go in standby mode, and that's basically going to shut the fans off so you can have a very quiet sleeping experience. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. You don't got to cut the fans off. I suggest leaving them on because it does help charging, and the fans are not loud. I know there's a thing right now when it comes to Qi 2.2 with fans being loud, but guess what? It is something that I have not experienced when we are talking about this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't hear them. I do not hear the fans when it comes to the actual puck here. So that's what it is when it comes to the actual puck itself. You can turn off the fans if you want to, so you can actually not be bothered by that fan noise. But I'm gonna be real with you, it's not there. Now I'll try to put a little sample to let you know, but you're not gonna hear much, okay? So that's gonna be the AirPod pad there. Now, flipping it over on the back side, and this is one of my favorite parts of this charger, and this is going to be the Apple Watch puck. Now, when it comes to this Apple Watch puck, the reason why I like this right here is because it's going to be compatible with just about any Apple Watch band type that you have. Whether you have a titanium band like this, whether you have a solo loop, a sport band, trail loop, doesn't matter what band it is, you'll be able to drape it over this and it will begin charging. And you don't got to worry about it being in the way, or you did have, certain Apple Watch chargers kind of be attached to funky way and you can't put a certain watch. You don't got to worry about that. Whatever watch band you got, you will be able to charge with this one right here. And let's go ahead and talk about a little underrated feature that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about, and one that I've never really seen when it comes to a 3-in-1. You can basically remove the Apple Watch charger. So if you leave out for the day and you say, dang, you know what? I forgot to charge my Apple Watch, but let me just go ahead and snatch this off. You can put this into a MagSafe adapter, a power bank. You can put it into a power adapter. You can slide this on your MacBook or whatever you have that powers from USB-C, and you can charge your Apple Watch up. So I feel like that's genius, and I feel like that's something that you do not see. And also when you're going, and I just took this off for the video, you can pop it up, cover it up with this little magnetic clip so you can protect that actual Type-C port. Just something extra, man. You're not really charging you extra for it, but it's just something extra that I feel like is a good tool to have if you were to need it. All right, so that's basically going to be it when it comes to all three chargers. When we're talking about construction of this, all your areas are going to be plastic and you're going to have a metal arm right here. So the quality is good. I've had these and I've never had an issue with the quality. I've ran these for years, never had a single issue. When it comes to the bottom of it, you're going to have a plastic bottom and you will get 4 feet. So when it's on your desk or anything like that, you don't really got to worry about it moving around when you don't want things to move around, especially when you're talking about taking your devices off. Now, let's go ahead and get this bad boy plugged in and let's go ahead and show you how everything is working. Now, of course, this is going to be USB-C. Of course, I wouldn't talk about it if it wasn't USB-C. Now, before I plug this in, when I plug it in, I'm going to show you guys the actual iPhone plug, and that's going to light up that blue to let you know that, and let me show you, that Cryoboost is active and it is ready to start cooling your phone down when you put it up here. So the first things first, let's go ahead and grab these AirPods. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. This is not part of the sponsored segment or anything. This is another product you guys have seen on my channel numerous times. I just love this AirPod case. This is the ESR Orbit Hybrid. I know you're like, T, it's the ESR. Listen, I was going to do these regardless because I love these AirPod cases. They just do great in my opinion. Nice, rubbery feel, all the cutouts. Actually has magnets in here, so you can use magnets. You can use these on the puck, the Apple Watch. As you can see, you have indentation to charge these up via an Apple Watch charger, and the lid has magnets to allow a nice confident close where this is not going to pop open by itself. Listen, man, if you're looking for a solid AirPod case, AirPod Pro 3s, that's what these are. This thing's like 13, 14 bucks. I'll link it down below. Easily one of the best AirPod cases that you can get out there. Let me know in the comment section down below if anybody else got them. But let's go ahead and pop our AirPods down. So let's go ahead and put them right there. And you're going to hear that audible bing to let you know that those AirPods are on. Now, when I show you right here, you're going to see that little bitty blue light right here. If you guys can, you can see it. There's that little blue light right here. That's basically letting you know that the Cryoboost is active. But once again, if you want it on standby mode and you don't want those charging speeds, hit that button. It's just going to turn off, as you can see right there. It's going to turn off. Hit it again. It's going to reactivate those fans when that phone was cut on. So nice little touch when we're talking about that. Next, let's go ahead and flip it around real quick. And let me move this cable out the way. So let's flip it around. And let's just go ahead and take a look at when we pop this phone up here. So let me go ahead and grab the 17 Pro Max, and let's just go ahead and pop it right here in this landscape mode. And this is exactly how I use this charger on my bedside. I love having this because look, I'm an unk, I'm an OG. When I wake up 3 in the morning, I like to look at my phone and see that I got a couple hours left before I gotta wake up. You all right? Listen. OGs, we need all the sleep we can get. So therefore, I love using this in this landscape mode. But if you want to, it's been times where I've propped it up like this and watched content on it before. But if you want to turn it vertical, guess what? You can do that as well. And it's all personal preference, which way you want to actually orientate your phone to charge. Now, let me go ahead and take my AirPods off for a minute so I can show you guys that Cryoboost. So when you look at the bottom, you can see that blue illuminating ring that's going all the way around it. That's basically letting you know that the Cryoboost is active. And when you put your hands back here, you can feel those fans blowing on the actual phone, keeping things cool. So that's going to be showing you that that Cryoboost technology is active. So you are good to go. Now, let's go ahead and swing this around right here and let's show you off that Apple Watch charger. So let me go ahead and pop my Apple, my phone off. All right. This is the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Haven't felt the need to go out there and get the 3 yet. So sliding this on the charger, as you can see, this is going to begin charging as well. And this is going to be basically your all 3 devices charging at one time, all with a single wire. So of course, could be somebody with a nightstand with all the wire. Listen, there's no way by now in 2025 that you not have a 3-in-1, especially this one, which is going to be priced at $99. You just cannot beat that price when you're talking about this. But hey, T, look, enough of talking about this. Let's go ahead and talk about speeds. Now, ESR told me that this is able to get your phone from 0 to 50%, 17 Pro Max, in 30 minutes. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and put that to the test. So I slapped this bad boy on the MagSafe Charger when it was at 1%. Drained my 17 Pro Max all the way down, put it up here at 1%. It was able in 30 minutes to get my phone to 45%, which is the 17 Pro Max. In my opinion, that is good. And that basically lives up to the 50% in 30 minutes. And the reason I say that is because when I was charging it, the screen was on the entire time. My always display was on the entire time. So I feel like if you would have cut the always display off and just charged this straight up with the screen off, you will be able to get to that 50% in that 30-minute time zone. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and leave it up there about 25 more minutes. I came back, the thing was sitting at 80%. So I feel like you can get from 0 to 100% in a little over an hour. And I'm gonna be real with you. That's what you want when we're talking about those Qi 2.2 speeds. So that's basically gonna be it, man. I love this thing. This is just gonna be a nice little charger. Once again, if you have all 3 of the devices when it comes to the big 3, all right, charging everything via this one charger. Once again, This thing's going to be sitting at 99 bucks. Now we have reviewed, let me grab it real quick. Y'all know I like to show you stuff. We reviewed more expensive ones. All right. This is going to be a little bit more expensive, but guess what? You're getting the same thing. Fans, 3-in-1s, Qi 2.2 standards. You're getting the same thing, and this is going to cost you about 30 to 40 bucks more with this sitting at $99. And you can go grab it on Amazon and you can get it fairly cheap. So fairly quick. You can get it cheap because I feel like not $100 for this. Trust me, we got some 200 plus 3-in-1s coming out. Look, I'm trying to save y'all pockets. All right. So this is going to be the ESR Qi 2.2 3-in-1 MagSafe Charger. It works very good. You guys have seen it. I like it. It has been a solid product. And it just does everything that you need when you're talking about charging all of the big three devices. So links down below. Go ahead and get yourself up one. And guess what? ESR said, yo, T, we can give away one. So I'll give it a couple days and I'll just go down in the comment section and choose a random person. So T, say in the comment section, T, I want that charger. And we're going to bless one random person to go out there and get this 3-in-1 sent to you. So hit the comments down below, hit the description down below, go ahead and grab yourself up one and hit the subscribe button because you already know we have more accessories coming for the iPhone 17 series.